morning, family.
Good morning.
We come together today as a family to honor our father, our grandfather. Our hearts are tender for the time we have shared has drawn to a close. Each of us is gifted by God with a precious amount of time to love, bless those around us, and fulfill God's plan for our life as He intended. As a member of what some call the greatest generation, Bob exemplified the inspiration of that legacy. Courage, dedication, patriotism, selflessness, those are just some of the ways that we think of Bob and how he impacted our life. We all have our own stories of how our lives were touched by his love and care. Each of our stories are different, but we're bound together as a family by the unconditional love that he displayed. And I believe that's his greatest legacy. As a Christian, Bob lived out his life in front of us as a witness and example of how the important things of life have less to do with worldly things, but more to do with family, friendships, and serving God. God has spoken in his scriptures, and it says that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Trusting in that promise, we celebrate today the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another in Bob's life. Today we lay to rest this body that has toiled through these last days, but lived a full life in previous years, knowing that we commit to the earth only that which is of the earth. The scriptures teach us that our bodies are made of the dust of the ground, and to the dust of the ground we will return. We therefore commit this body to this place and this soul to the Lord, knowing full well that Jesus is the resurrection and the life. In the book of John, Jesus says in John 14, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe in me also. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will return again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And where I go, you know, and you know the way." As we carry on with the life that God has laid out for each of us, I pray that we are comforted by the knowledge that through God's mercy and grace, we can be a blessing to those in our lives, just as Bob was to all of us. When we long for the time we shared with him, we can rejoice in God's promises and know that Bob is in the presence of the Lord. And as believers, one day, we will be also. As I pray a blessing on the rest of our time together, let's bow our heads in reverence to the Lord.
Please be seated.
Center. Base. Right. Face.